Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's Donkey Punch coming back at you with another episode. And today's episode, I wanted to do a fail and clean. Um, One of my clanmates had requested that I do one of these, and I'd kind of been hesitant about it just because a lot of other YouTubers do them as well. But after I failed on this base today, it was really bugging me for a while, and so I had to watch the replay several times over to see exactly what I did wrong, things that I could have done better, and so that's why I really wanted to bring this to you today, is just so you can, hopefully learn from some of my mistakes and use that to make better plans whenever you're attacking a base. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into it here. I decided to go with a shattered surgical hog, and as you can see, I felt that the two double bombs were right up front by the heroes. Was able to go in there and get the lure, and as well as take out an archer tower and pop a double big bomb. I did miss the witch on with my poison spell, and then I used that giant that I had to go ahead and pull her up into the poison spell, but by then it was too late. And so then I was kind of stuck with a witch, and I was kind of trying to figure out what I'd do about it. And I kind of figured just to go ahead and forget about it and just go ahead and with my game plan. I figured that one witch really wasn't going to hurt me that much. I came in here, I was really happy about the way I lured there, was able to get out, both of those archer towers and the cannon up there, and that way I was really able to keep my heroes alive for a long time. But here's where my first I guess fail, or what I could have done better, is that and when I show you the replay, this is what he does. But put my jump spell right there and then wall break through that wall. The reason that I didn't do that is simply because when I was first looking at it, and I was thinking that well, I was really thinking that really I didn't need to get my heroes in that deep, which obvious, when you see the replay, you see that if I would have got them in farther, that they would have probably taken out that Expo and Wizard Tower and everything else, and that it would have been beneficial to go ahead and spare the 6 spots. I could have simply dropped a hog and a goblin, and from there I would have been able to, get the 6 spots to break that wall, and then use that jump to get me all the way into the core. So that was the first mistake. And then the second mistake, you see, is right now the queen is engaged with the king. This right here is when I should have started my surgical hog on this base. Now the reason I did a surgical hog, I'm just not really a big fan of like the wall, or just doing a mass deployment, because what I find a lot of times is your troops have to backtrack, or if they do get hit by like spring traps or whatever, they're kind of bunched up. And so personally for me, I just find surgical hogs a better option a lot of times. So that's what I brought on this base. So anyway, let's move on into it. Yeah, you can see here, waste right there. The queen goes down. Still haven't started my deployment. It's not until I rage up the king that I start my deployment there. A good like 10 seconds later, that my golems and everybody was taking fire from troops that they shouldn't. My surgical part went really well. Now here's my second part that I could have done better. This first heal is doing a really good job on this group of hogs, but what I should have done is let them take a little bit of damage in there. And I assumed coming in here that there were going to be 4 Teslas here in the core. But I didn't really plan my heals for that. What I should have done is brought that heal spell a little bit farther up in there to to guard against those Teslas. Because you can, when as you're watching this, you're going to see those Teslas in the core just really mess me up. And then, as I say here, I still have these two golems right here, and the king died out actually beating on this wall trying to get to the expo. I think if the golems would have been in there tanking that expo, the king would have been able to get in there and take out this expo and this Tesla, which of course would have really helped out my raid. So getting that jump spell a little bit deeper, deploying my hogs faster, or not faster, but just sooner, and then getting this heal spell just a little bit deeper into the base. Because coming in here, I had a giant tanking for them, and then they weren't taking a whole lot of damage yet, so I could have really, done something like this instead of getting, where it is now. It's way out in here. Alright, so let's just continue on with the raid here, see what happens. Now everything kind of comes together there at the core, but by then the heal spell is fading out, and the hogs are just taking way too much damage right now. And the rest of the parts of the base are all coming together. Everything's looking good. My other heals were in really good spots, I think. But it was just, not being able to get my, my heroes a little bit deeper into the base. So, just those few little mistakes, they just, kind of added up. I think that if I'd have kept my heal spell the way it was, but I'd have got my heroes deeper into the middle, then I might have been saved. Or if I'd have got the heal spell right, but then kept my heroes where they were, that I might have been saved. But everything added up together, just didn't work out for me. So anyway, let's head back out of here, and we'll see how T Money did 3-star this base. Alright, now he came at it kind of the same way that I did here in the beginning. Bringing in those hogs, they jump over there, and for some reason they just got one of the big bombs. It does a little bit better job with the poison spell, making sure he got that witch in the poison spell. That was one thing, like I said earlier, that I messed up on. And then he comes a little bit different route coming in here. I'm not a real big fan of how he deployed his witches, or not his witches, but his wizards. I would have definitely got 2 on that archer tower right from the beginning. But you can see here, like, he has barely even got the attention of the queen, and he's already started with his hogs. Now, he's not doing a surgical hog, and, with all your double big bombs eliminated, I guess really it didn't matter. But you can see there that as soon as he gets the attention of the queen, he's going to go ahead and start with his hogs. And then his jump spell went where I should have put it. See, his golem is way up in, both golems way up in there in the middle tanking. Its king's going to go up there, and his heroes are going to go through here and really help eliminate that core. And that was something that I really messed up on. One thing here, he did bring a rage for his kill squad there at the beginning, and I think I would have rather had another heal spell here at the end for these last few defenses, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, as you can see, he just slaughtered this base. It wasn't even, his kings are still up, his queen's still up, he's got 2 witches up, half a dozen hogs, still, part of the golem and everything else. So he completely destroyed this base. So you can see, just a couple little mistakes that I made. I think mainly the biggest mistake was not getting that king or my heroes up into that core. Of course I deployed my hogs too late, and my first heal was off, So just little mistakes, and they all added up to, being a 3-star and wound up with a 1-star. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this little segment here. Uh, and while got you guys on here, I did want to talk to you all about recruiting. We are accepting new recruits into the clan. If you want to find out more about our clan, we do have a web page. It's what is it? Of course, it's our the backroad.org. I think it doesn't have it on our clan settings up here, but there is a web page if you want to find out more about us. And the thing about our clan is that when you come here, you don't have to be the world's greatest attacker. That's not really what we're about or what we're looking for, but we do ask that you at least that you're willing to try and to learn. The people that haven't worked out here, the people that really, they either don't have the time or they don't take the time to really plan out their attacks. Doing the sketches, putting them on GroupMe, and then having them evaluated by other people. Just spending the time that you need to really plan out an attack to have a good attack. That's what I find the biggest difference is. Just between getting that 1-star or getting that 3-star is just simply taking a little bit extra time, going ahead and sketching out your attack, getting your plan straight, knowing exactly what you're doing before you get into the raid. So if you're interested in joining us, just you can simply, I think right now, I don't know if we're closed or yeah. So you can apply in game, and you don't have to have a maxed out base or anything like that, but do at least have war troops. Like you can see on my profile, that's not my profile. Neither is that right now, like all my war troops are maxed out, but I still haven't done like archers and barbarians and healer and stuff like that. And actually right now I'm working on my haste spell. I think that's what's in my spell factory. Just because I want to try that out with with Lava Union. So that's what I'm working on in my spell factory right now. So, but if you come and you got all your tier 1 troops maxed out, but you're still sitting on level 2 golems or whatever, then you're just not going to do well in war, because you're going to be placed way too high in the war for you should be able to be able to 3-star your even or higher. I always attack higher unless I'm in a case where I have to they need me to attack lower for stars or whatever. Like I think I was number 6 in this war. I attacked number 3 and number 5. So you should always be able to attack higher and have the troops and the heroes to do that. So as long as you got the troops and a decently well built base, like you can see on my base, all my defenses are still Town Hall 8. My expos are sitting at, I'm not building any defenses right now. Not until my walls are finished will I start to build any more defenses. That's where all my loot right now is going. Well, it's going to, of course, for research and then for my walls. So keep that in mind when you're building your base. It'll definitely keep you lower in wars and then enable you to better 3-star your opponent. I mean, because it doesn't really matter. You're going to have this point at Town Hall 9 where your builders are going to be sitting. So you can either do it in the middle or the beginning of Town Hall 9 stage, or you can do it at the end of Town Hall 9 stage. Now, I'd rather have max walls than max defenses, because if I had max defenses and then still like level 8 walls or whatever, then of course I'd be placed a lot higher in war, and I wouldn't be as easily able to defend or attack my even. So those are just things to keep in mind. But if you're interested, you want to learn, This is a great place to just come and to learn. There's a lot of good attackers here, and none of us. I don't think any of us are the best. None of us are really looking to move into like a top 10 war clan or anything like that. But we are all pretty good. I'd say definitely above average. And you can see that just by looking at our war log. We haven't been together that long. Let's see, it looks like less than a month our clan's been together. But yet we only had, even from the very beginning, we started off strong, and right now we have 1 loss and 1 draw. And I think that's pretty good, especially for a clan just starting off. So anyway, if you're wanting to join, just come and apply in game, and come to us, talk to us, and we'll try to help you out, try to help you become a better player. Anyway, this is Donkey Punch Gaming signing out. Peace.